Welcome to Wheatzer's Whiskey and Watches. So I had an idea. I got quite the collection of whiskeys. I got quite the collection of watches. You know, I'm always enjoying both of them pretty much at the same time. So I came up with kind of a plan to just kind of match them together. Now, one of my favorite drinks is the Old Fashioned. So every week, what I'll do is I'll get a different themed Old Fashioned and then I'll mix it up right on, show you the recipe and do this right on the channel. And then we'll put in a watch that I think goes with this Old Fashioned. So if you have a passion like me for both of those things, you'll get it. If not, people be swiping right, I guess. So let's start with my favorite of both of them. We're gonna do a Japanese Old Fashioned, and we're also gonna do a Japanese watch. So let's see how this recipe goes. Now here's an Old Fashioned that probably is unheard of. So, and with the simple ingredients that an Old Fashioned is made up with, I've looked and searched and I've tried this numerous times with numerous whiskeys, and this is the best combination I've come up with. So we got our Japanese Suntory Toki whiskey. We've got our orange bitters, Angostura bitters, and here is the neatest thing I've ever seen. I put some in a shot glass because this is a brand new one. I have one open already, but you get this at Costco, and it's the honey, citron, and ginger tea. You can just scoop this right out and eat it if you wanted to. It's that good. But the citron and the honey and the ginger, I mean, how much more Japanese can you get? So we'll muddle this up in the bottom of our Old Fashioned and mix this up, and I'll show you all the ingredients that are all the measurements that need to go in the glass. All right, we're gonna start with 2 ounces of Toki whiskey. So here's 1.5. Now we won't add ice to this because we have to muddle and stir all this stuff. There's 1.5, and there is a half. Next, we will add 4 dashes of orange bitters. There we go. Now we will take this whole shot glass, which is the greatest measurement. I've tried all different measurements, but this is about the best. And this stuff's real chunky, man. There's big segments of orange or citron and ginger and everything in there, so honey. So put that whole thing in there. Now this is also our sugars, so we don't need to add any, sweetener or anything to this. This is already there, so our simple syrup is definitely this whole ingredient. Now, easiest way to do this is to just stir this first. We want to get this all mixed up. Until it's a nice soupy mix. Leave that in there. Now take your ice cubes and we will chill this. Whoa, one got away. We will chill this bad boy with a bunch of ice. All right, stir till it's frosty. Let's put this out of the way. We'll put the cap back on. No bugs get in it. This outside bar is really cool until the bugs start flying around. Stir this for about 15-20 seconds. Get everything diluted. That's the best thing. Now, not only does this chill this, but it also dilutes this. And that's what you kind of want, especially if it's a spirit strong drink. We'll get a little dilution in there. That's mainly what the stirring does, other than chill it, especially for an Old Fashioned. Now, Old Fashions need to be stirred, not shaken. So just remember that. All right, you touch this, it's frosty. Now we will double strain. Put that on top. Put this in here. And look at this pour. Right over those fancy ice cubes. Oh yeah. That is just about perfect. Sometimes I use those bigger cubes, but these, I didn't have any frozen, not gonna lie. Perfect. Now those chunks that you're seeing going through, they're in the strainer. Man, you can leave those in there if you want. You can put them in there, but you can scoop them up and eat them. It doesn't matter. Then we will take this, and since the citron is like a giant lemon, we will garnish this with a lemon. I had to pack all this stuff outside, so. Easiest way to do that is slice that, rub this all around the rim, squeeze a little bit in there, and drop it in. And there you have it. Look at that. Unbelievable. Look at how cloudy that is. The Japanese old-fashioned. All right. Cheers, everybody. It doesn't get any much more Japanese than that. That is absolutely delicious. Very refreshing, very lemony. Great summer old-fashioned, if there is such a thing. The neat thing about this is, like I said, no simple syrups. Just that tea, that ginger tea is absolutely perfect for this. It almost reminds me a little bit of a hot toddy, but really refreshing. The ginger is what takes it over the top. It's just absolutely delicious. Enjoy. All right, let's get to the watch. So, speaking of Japanese, I think what we're gonna do is go with the Seiko. And the best one that I can think of for this drink would be the Seiko Alpinist. So let me mount it on this mount and we'll show you what the specs are and how gorgeous this watch is. All right, so without a doubt, this has to be one of my favorite Seikos ever. There was quite the following with this, and it's been discontinued for a little while now, so they're getting harder and harder to find. You can usually get them used or, you know, somewhat new in the box, maybe on eBay or Craigslist or something like that, still for around 600 bucks. They were going for the $300 range, brand new, years ago. I think they stopped them in 2017. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I'm pretty sure about that. But the specs on this thing are incredible. It was designed for a Japanese mountaineer. So it's got a built-in compass internal. It's got sapphire crystal on the front. It's got 200 meters of water resistance, plus a screw-down crown. Everything you'd want in a tough watch. So plus the elegance. The green is just amazing. I can't say enough about it. Kind of reminds me of those beautiful bamboo shoots and leaves that they have in Japan. So if that's what it's designed after, I don't know, but I've been there, so it kind of does remind me of that. What else? It's got a, well, I said sapphire crystal. It's got gold applied indices. The numerals are really easy to see against that green color with the gold color in the foreground there. The date is black with white lettering. It's 39 millimeters in diameter. It's about 13 or 14 millimeters thick. So it's a beefy, good, heavy, nice watch. And you can do anything with it. You can hike with it. You can, you know, beat the crud out of it. And you can put it on with a suit. Make sure you have a green tie. No, I don't. You don't have to do that. But that's my watch that I think I'd match up perfectly with this drink. So, any thoughts? Any questions? What would you match up with this drink? Is there another Seiko that you like, a Japanese model? I almost went with a G-Shock, but we'll save that one for later because there are going to be plenty of Suntory whiskey to be drank. So we'll come up with another one. But enjoy. I'll post that recipe. And I hope you guys really like this matchup of Weitzer's whiskey and watches. All right, like and subscribe, everybody. I sure appreciate it. And we'll see you next week. Before I forget, a big shout out to my dad. Happy Father's Day. And another shout out to my son for getting me these custom Weitzer's whiskey glasses, or one glass. So unbelievable. It came with some soapstone ice cubes too. So appreciate that a lot. Love you guys. So hopefully you'll be my first subscribers. Okay. Thanks again, everybody.